Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm sure you recognize Mr. Isaiah over there. He's back. He is epic in this business. And there's my dog barking, of course, per usual. Right on cue. Isaiah is also in the water business, but Isaiah has a really special piece in this business. He specializes in the details of the water and the science behind it and how it's really beneficial for your body. So I love having him on here because he brings the facts, he brings the science, he brings all the knowledge that people aren't aware of yet because of this amazing machine just coming to the US. So, Isaiah, um, so everybody before this, we were talking about the pH levels, and a lot of people question, the pH and how it is supposed to enhance things in your body. And we were talking about how um, a lot of people still drink sodas, and they're high in sugar, they're high in all kinds of bad stuff in them. I mean, hey, every once in a while, if you crave it, then cool, drink it, but know that it does a lot to your body. And it also is the same pH as your stomach acid.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that is actually a topic that I've been coming across more lately, ever since there's been a big, huge push or tidal wave of alkaline. Even at the gym yesterday, I was drinking from my gallon glass jar, and it's amber, with some stickers on it. So I get quite a few comments usually, and I had a guy who I've never talked to before. He's just like, "Hey man, I love your jug." He has no idea what's in it. And he's like, that's badass. That's cool. It's really cool. And he has no idea. So I was able to just say, yeah, it's this type of water. And then he says he drinks alkaline water, and that his wife had to stop because she started to get stomach issues. And I asked him what type of alkaline water do they drink? He makes their own, or does he buy it? And as most of us know, and that we often post about, is a lot of mainstream and other bottled water companies out there, when they advertise alkaline, we know that it's only alkaline because they are using outside sources like ingredients. Sodium bicarbonate is a popular one that most of them use, and a lot of that water is filtered, poorly filtered, and or it can be reverse osmosis. And so I talked to him, and I was like, yeah, my wife had to stop, but I kept going, and I said, your wife probably was having a negative, adverse effects from the alkaline water because you're drinking synthetic alkaline water. And I just explained real quick. Alkaline just means it's a pH above 7, and that sure, these water bottle companies are alkaline. When you pull up a pH test, test the strips so it drops. We've all done it. And sure, it's going to show up alkaline, but your body is actually having a filter. And so he was sitting there, open mind. He's probably late 40s, early 50s. And I said, that's something you should look into. And I said, your wife, rightfully so, her body probably just had enough of filtering out all of the ingredients which have no use for her body. And she's left with dead water because I just quickly told him, no, no alkaline water will stay alkaline after a couple of days. It loses its alkalinity. So I gave him my card. He's actually moving. I forget where he said he's moving. Somewhere international to an island. It's hot. And it's like, cool, man, cool. That's the vibe. But that was speaking of just the acidity level of your stomach. Yeah, that's another topic that I've come across too on my social media. Is people ask, well, your stomach acid is acidic. It's 2.5, so aren't you going to screw up your pH levels? So our bodies are amazing. And I'm also a sports nutritionist and certified personal trainer. And so I get my clients in the water. We're always taking notes, feedback, studying, because everybody's different. Everyone sometimes needs different pHs than the other. And even for myself, I mix between the 7.0, the 8.5, and 9.5. It just depends. But when your body consumes something that, let's say, it's acidic, like pop, as you mentioned, it's not going to change the composition of your blood. Our bodies, our kidneys, our filtration systems, they do a good job of neutralizing something that's too acidic or something that is too alkaline. And that is another, as I mentioned, a topic that I've been coming across lately because alkaline is just becoming more popular. And it is an important question, one that I did not know at first. I remember when someone first asked me that, I was like, huh, I mean, that's a good question. Let me find the answer. And so that led me further down the research hole, which I love going down that hole. Knowledge is power. And I love applying that knowledge, which is wisdom. And when it comes to water, we can only be more wise, on every level. And so the more the merrier. And it doesn't change. So the biggest thing is the pH is not so much what we're looking for when we're drinking. It's the hydrogen. The added hydrogen is what makes antioxidants in our water. And so some of the research that I've been finding is that our body is just going to neutralize it. So you're going to drink some, let's say 9.5. We're drinking the activated hydrogen, the molecular hydrogen. The hydrogen gas will do its work, and then it will hydrate our cells. And if it's a higher pH, our body will do what it has to keep a controlled state of, it depends, but like 7.1, 7.3. And of course, there's still more research. My mind's open. There hasn't been a ton of research comparatively to other topics as far as like water, but when it comes to alkalized water, but uh, I'm all for continuing my own research, right? And then how it affects me. I always tell everyone to do their own research, and a lot of that is how does it affect you, you know?
Right.
And it's not a one size fits all.
So true. A lot of people, well, to be honest, just like you, like when I was drinking regular bottled water, I
Mhm.
sometimes drank the pH water because I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
same.
this helps be better for your body. And then I just read the ingredients on the back and I was like, wait a second,
Mhm.
water shouldn't have ingredients. That's weird. So it
Mhm.
kind of piqued my interest to do a little bit of research. I'm not good on researching, but I do enough to understand things.
Yeah.
And then I found out about Kangen and I was like, say what? From your sink? So I kind of did a little more research and found out about it. And then as soon as I got my machine and started actually drinking it and realizing like the taste and like the actual benefits and how I felt after drinking this water,
Mhm.
it's I was talking to a girl today. It's literally life changing. And once you are not with your machine, you're like desperate for that water. You're like,
Oh
I need
yeah.
to go back to water. Like it needs to be in my life at all times. And when you are stuck in a situation where you have to drink bottled water, which has happened a couple times, like traveling or away from my machine, it's like the end of the world. I feel like I'm drinking toilet water.
Yeah, we're at this crossroads where we're like, okay, either I'm drinking this bottled water, which I know has zero benefit for me, or I'm just going dehydrated. Oftentimes, which is not too often, but if I'm ever presented with that fork in the road, I'm telling you, I'm going dehydrated. So I travel with my water everywhere. I'm flying, I'm traveling with it, bringing a gallon on the plane because it's medical grade device. And honestly, it is the end of the world because mom, when they finally got they got the Nespa first, and then I brought my loaner machine and hooked it up at their place. And my mom recently was like, "So I feel like I have to like drink more water, or I kind of crave the water. Is that a good thing?" And they're just used to bottled water. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a good thing. That means you're no longer." Oh, then I asked her. I said, "That is a good thing." I said, "Are you getting bloated?" She's like, "No, I'm not." I said, "So." And she's drinking more water than what she used to. Like she's at least a half gallon now. And
Nice.
by noon and 1 p.m., she's sending me Snapchats and stuff like, "Oh, here's an update on my gallon, on my half gallon." And so she's like, "No, I don't get bloated." And I said, "Well, that's because your body's actually using the water. It's not like we talked about earlier with the alkaline waters that have the ingredients. Your body is not just going to filter it and then it's just going to sit in your stomach and then you urinate it out. No, your body will actually use this water. Your cells will be properly hydrated, and it will leave you feeling like you need more. because of course it depends on the body. Um, Most Americans are chronically dehydrated, and I said
Yeah.
at first when you're drinking it, you're actually going to get properly hydrated, and it's going to give you energy, which she attested to. She loved the Ukon. I gave her Ukon pills, and she was like,
Um,
I work. I'm
yeah.
walking around the office, and I got all this extra energy. Like she was shocked about that. She's drinking the water, bathes in the Nespa, and she's got the Ukon, and like she doesn't even. We've been walking early. I get up at 4:30 a.m. and I meet her, and we go and walk before I go to the gym. And so she is on a little health kick now, so it's nice to see. But yeah, it once you're properly hydrated, your body's like, whoa, hey, this is new. It's a new feeling for many people. They're not
Yeah.
used to that because they thought before what they were drinking and what they thought felt like hydration was hydration, and then they have some electrolytes reduced water. They're like, I have no idea, And so it's exciting, especially when you see your family, your friends starting to get on board and really experience that because for so long they've heard us talk about it. They see us posting about it, and then to finally be able to get a gallon into the homes of both my mom and dad, and then they can see what I'm talking about and feel it. It becomes more real. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of my leads. It's like, you're next to a Kangen store, you have to get this water. Um, I mean, like you said, luxury.
Yeah. And just like you said, like it's hard for people to wrap their head around it because it's not a new technology, but it's newer for people to understand. So understanding that your body is never truly hydrated with plain tap bottled water. So when you finally feel your body being completely hydrated,
Mm-hmm.
your body works at optimal speed. You have amazing energy. I don't even freaking drink coffee anymore. It's just like just so many added benefits and you're just high vibes and happy. Like who in their right mind drinks Kangen and is not happy?
I, I I'm looking for them. Only the haters.
Yep, only the haters.
And like you were saying, a lot of people, or it's not new technology. Magic has been around for they turn 50 next year as a company. And speaking of celebration, I
Woo!
plan to go, yeah, 50 years, Okinawa, Japan. Um, we have Vegas coming up, and it's the 20th year that Enagic's been selling in the U.S.
Yep.
So, it started in Japan. A lot of people just haven't heard of it, as you said, because, well, you said it's not new, and it's true. They just haven't heard of it because it started over in Japan and it's been making its way globally. It's a global business, but I forget the number. I want to say it was less than, this was a couple months ago, less than 600,000 units have been sold in the US. And so it's still an untapped market, which to let you know, if it's been over 50 years and it's still untapped, like we're still at the beginning stages pretty much.
Yeah.
Um, and people just haven't heard about it. And so here we are learning about ads and automation and spreading the word about this water. And we're at the forefront of this wave. We're surfing. We're hanging,
Yes.
hanging 10.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to Vegas and
Yes.
celebrating and just linking up with everybody.
Yes. I'm really excited because I get to meet people like you that I've met online. I get to meet you guys in person, and that's just super exciting. My dog is trying to knock over my light, of course. Do you know
Fun.
if somebody's bringing their Kangen machine to Vegas?
Yeah, yeah, I know a handful of people are, and I'll for sure, depending on the circumstances, bring my tree filter as well. We'll for sure.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, so I know other people plan to do that too, so we shouldn't be short any Kangen water at the event.
And my friend Carrie, the girl I was telling you about, who did the research in regards to washing fruits
Fruits?
and
Yeah.
veggies, she's gonna be there, and you get to meet her in person.
Hey, what's her name again? What was her
Carrie,
name? Carrie. Carrie.
I'll send you her profile so you can check her out. She's also a part of both multi-pure and Kangen. So that's another exciting win.
Another connection. Yeah, we're all in that together. It's so powerful when you. I mean, if anyone watching this has ever been to work events, it's just it's nice to step out of the business professionalism and you get to just meet each other in a different light, a different space, and they call that an egregor, where there's a lot of people in one area for the same purposes. It makes that energy combined just you can feel it. It's tangible.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm so excited about it. Just
like
like you said, but the difference is when you're at a work event, it's more you're there because you want to impress your bosses and
right,
that type of
you
thing.
almost have to.
For our event, we're all coming together with the same wants, the same desires, the same everything about us. We all have the same thought process around the business, around the water, and we're all very like-minded, but we all come from very different backgrounds. So I think that's the collective energy that we're talking about, and it's going to be so unreal. I'm so freaking pumped about it.
I've never been to Vegas, so
Yeah, I can't wait to show you my favorite spots.
give me all the buffets, all the steakhouses. Yeah,
We'll give you all the good energy so you can win all the money.
there we go. Let me pay off my trip. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Hell yeah. Well, our trip is actually a write-off, so
This is true.
save
So
your receipts.
let me just win big.
So many wins. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to this, like ching, 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 ching. We're making money. We're happy. We're drinking the best water possible. And I think my screen is going bye bye. Are you
Yeah,
still there?
you're frozen. I'm here. I can hear you. Oh, oh, see you.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
I think you're frozen.
Oh, you're kind of
Well,
frozen too.
anyways, if you guys were listening, we have a launch tonight and we're going to talk about the business. If you're interested in learning just a little bit more about what the hell's going on, water, business, money, please let me know. I will get you into our group. Are you back?
Can you hear me? I'm here. I can hear everything you're saying.
I think you're frozen. I can hear you though.
Oh, yeah, you're frozen on my end, but I can hear
I
everything
think
you're
you
saying.
might have lost service. Anyways, guys, let me know if you want to join. I will send you the DM. Bye.